95.7 Jams it is. It's Vital. I'm your host, Lady Wu. The crew is in the building and lit right now. We have special guests, panelists in studio as well. And Catrice, did you come in? You were in to introduce yourself, right?
I did.
Okay. So we were talking about how it gets to this point. We're going to talk about standards and expectations. We're going to do that as well. But Amy, you made a great point. And out of all the other points that were great, I heard that one. And we talked about at this age, right now, at this point in our lives, typically everyone in studio is over 21.
Right. Now, when I was like 6 years ago, early 30s, late 20s, dating was so fun. You know, it was plentiful. But now, I'm 39 and about to be 40. People ain't hardly looking at us like that no more. Okay? So it's real. It's a crazy situation now. Like, I like being single, but if this relationship ends, I don't know if I want to be single for real, for the rest of my life.
Okay. Stud.
We should not put everything by numbers. We have these objectives in our head that, oh, I should have got married by 25, should have had my child by this, should have had my child by that. So when you start getting into your 40s, you start thinking about all the stuff you're supposed to do at a certain age. Like, yeah, when I was a kid, I thought I'd be married in my 20s. But that's when I did most of my messing up. You know, I wasn't necessarily ready for that. Even though that's how I was raised.
Okay. Thinking about standards and expectations, though, even with that, even with young dating, when you're young and free, it's easy to do. When you're older and things come into play and you start expecting people to be at a different point in life, like it was fun then because everybody was immature. But then by the time you're 30 and 40 and 50, it's like, okay, so what are we really doing? What are we doing this for? Why? The why. Like, the why is the big question. So let's talk about standards and expectations. What is it that you have set as a standard for who you spend your time with? And when I say spend your time, I mean all across the board. Spend your time, your secrets, your money, your dreams, standards.
My biggest thing is fun.
Okay.
I mean, I know it sounds crazy.
I got a boyfriend for you.
But, no, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Babe, I'm not going to another relationship.
He don't want one either, but he gonna be your boyfriend now.
Do he have a girlfriend?
Probably.
Well, let's hook me up with him.
Gotcha. He already looking side-eyed.
No.
Already looking.
No.
Already looking. Fun. Fun girl?
But honestly, like, I'm the fun girl.
No, well, I got you a fun guy. I got you a guy.
She turned to the fattest thing on us real quick.
I mean, hey. Provided. But I got you a guy. But you want fun, and there's nothing wrong with that.
I want fun because of the simple fact that I'm serious Monday through Friday. I work a serious job. I'm a serious mama. When the time comes for me to get out,
you want
all
to
I
turn
want
up.
to do is I want to turn up and I want to have fun. And when I say I'm talking about anything goes, let's go.
Ooh. So she just put, what's your phone? Might as well give your number out. There's a lot of people that want to know about you.
No,
Right?
I'm booked right now.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. So standards. What is that something that they have to have? You occupying this space in my life, you got to have this.
Personality. I need something to connect with. I had a female that I connected with. We sat down, met on social media, sat down one day, went to breakfast, had a conversation. Cool conversation, kind of hit it off. And then after that, she doesn't live in the area, so it would have been a long distance thing. But it's like I barely hear from you. And when I hear from you, it's through Facebook Messenger. You either leaving me a voice message or either you typing me a message.
Okay.
Like I can't connect like that. I need something more than just your every now and then of communication. It works both ways, and I can reach out to you. But if you ain't got nothing going on and it's nothing that's drawing me in, then it's hard for me to basically force the issue with you.
All right. Standards.
I would say just be open to learn how to love in a different way.
Man.
And the reason why I say that is because don't bring how you treated the last dude. Don't bring how he treated you and how you liked it and all that kind of stuff. Be ready to learn how to love a wolf.
More work.
Okay.
I'm a wolf. I'm the alpha male.
A wolf.
I need you to understand. You can't put me in that same box you put, you know what I'm saying, that lame-o. You got to understand that you're dealing with an alpha male and you're going to have to learn how to love him.
My God.
We have touched on some great things. Definitely communication.
Yes.
But I feel like after so long, when you're really learning how to embrace yourself and understand who you are and what your purpose is, then you can only connect really with a person who is doing the same or has done the same and went through that journey of finding themselves.
Or, how about this? can we do that together? Like if I feel like I'm at a good point and you're at a good point, and now we want to try to learn more and share more.
You can.
Is that okay?
You can, but you can't feel like that person is the worst person in the world if it doesn't work out. That just means that they're not the person for you. But you don't have to turn it around. Y'all can walk away peacefully from something like that.
One of our Facebook listeners and viewers says he wants class, loyalty, and an understanding. Let's have some understanding about how we're dating, mating, and relating here, please. Let's just get a little understanding. What are we doing, Stud?
I mean, it takes communication. That means that we both have to agree what the understanding is, or what comes under that understanding.
Okay.
What you got to think about, but as far as like trying to grow with a person, I mean, you got to think about it. People get together and they see the bad. When people show you who they are, believe them. Because people can show you who they are, and you be like, nah, he's not really like that.
Yeah.
And ladies, don't sit up there and think that guys don't think the same thing. Because we hold our hope thinking that she's gonna change and she's gonna be this and she's gonna be that too. So men and women go through the same thing.
Okay. All right, that's good. That's good. That's good, Kenny.
Real quick. Unconditional acceptance. Unconditional
That
acceptance.
sounds manipulative.
Well, let me break it down.
Please do.
You said understanding. Okay, a lot of people don't be honest because they're afraid of what that understanding is going to look like to you. So my thing is that if you want understanding, don't be afraid when you peel back that onion. If you like that person, if he got some things that you may not agree with or what have you, if you like that person, then you have to be ready to accept that that's who they are at that point and grow with them.
Okay,
You get what I'm saying? That's what I was saying.
Okay.
Unconditional acceptance.
Are you in a relationship, Kenny?
Yes, I am.
Let me tell you.
Talk her to death.
Oh, shut up, we. Y'all listen. One of our Facebook listeners says the number one thing in 2017, financial stability. 2 broke people equals relationship issues.
Ding.
Agree or disagree?
One broke person.
Totally
Say
disagree.
one broke, but it don't even take
Totally disagree.
It only takes one broke person. It don't take.
We
It don't
had
take
it.
2. It don't take 2. It just take 1. Because you gotta feel like the one that's broke and the one that's not, they feel like they have financial control over the other one. And some people use that. So it only takes one broke person to have financial trouble.
Or the one broke person feels like you have financial control over them when you really not trying to have financial control over them.
Right,
You just
trying to
make more
help.
money than you do.
And that's all I do.
That's really just it. But it's not my problem that you insecure about the lack of funds that you have in your
I agree.
versus what I have in mine.
Another look at that. If
Can I borrow
we're
some money?
together, if we're friends, if we're in a relationship, whatever. If we have something and I got something and I care about you enough to make sure that
We
you get
got
it,
it,
I'm gonna do
baby.
that regardless.
Ooh, I
And it
think-
shouldn't be an issue.
I think 2 broke people will make it.
I do too, because we're trying to make
I'm
it.
making
Just like I think 2 rich people will make it. I think 2 broke people will make it.
All
It
right.
depends on your mentality, but you have to be on the same page. Absolutely. But if you're on the same page on we're gonna grind and we're gonna build an empire or we're gonna do this or we're gonna do that individually, and then you bring that power together.
It should be powerful.
Yes,
Should be.
absolutely.
People are intimidated by that though, Catrice. And I'm gonna tell you one thing. Because of the jobs that we have, or the degrees that we have, or the diplomas that the GEDs we have, the cars we drive, people will think that you're above their level of whatever, level of relating. And it's like, let me decide if I'm gonna deal with you or not if you feel like you're lesser than. First of all, why would you feel like you're lesser?
Because people tell them that they're lesser.
What you say, honey?
People tell them that they're lesser. I have friends that have degrees and
I ain't about
they
nothing.
look at other men who don't have degrees and talk down to them. So some of those men don't feel like they qualify, if you will, to even date those type of people. And those women do talk down to those men because I've heard it.
But know when you don't have that. Know when you got somebody that ain't even looking at all of that. I'm looking at you for who you are right now. Like,
don't
why
know
don't they
because-
acknowledge that?
They don't know because even their friends are telling them, girl, he's ran over. Look at his shoes. You know, he's working at McDonald's.
Buying some shoes.
It's so many. Oh, no. Oh, if we buy him some shoes, those real problems. You don't want to tell your friend that you bought a man some
Don't
shoes.
tell your friend your business.
My grandma said he walk
Well,
out
you
your life.
Hold up. Can you sound the alarm on that? One more time. Sound the alarm on what you just said.
What I said?
Don't tell them your business.
Repeat what you just said, please.
Don't tell your friends your business.
You're right.
Okay. Don't tell your friends your business. And don't tell your friends your business.
One more time.
And
Don't tell your friends your
Facebook.
business.
Don't tell
And
Facebook.
if your friends are judgmental of your choices, like to that extent, then you might also have to question some things in that area as well. If you're going to be that close, you know, if you can't agree or respect the fact that a person makes a choice to do that and be okay with it, then, you know.
It ain't just your friends. Quit telling your family your business.
Ooh.
Too. And I think part of the problem is
Jesus.
why problems don't.
Whoa.
Why problems go. We got problems is because we go by stats. Just like how she was talking about. Well, I got a degree. He ain't got a degree. So on paper, I'm better than him.
Right.
We look at these statistical analysis of an individual and figure on paper we should work great together. I got a degree, she got a degree, we both working this and the third. Why won't we work as a couple? So when we come in contact with people that look great on paper, we will force a relationship because it's supposed to work. This is the type of relationship everybody say I'm supposed to have. He has or she has all the qualities, and my mama, my cousin, grandma, whoever said I should be looking for a man, as opposed to doing a holistic approach. It's the same thing when you're trying to get into school, trying to get into college. More colleges are now, they're not looking at what you make on the ACT and your GPA. They're looking at what else you involved in and what else you doing in your life. And we don't take the whole picture of a person when we get into relationships. We look at the statistics and we hop right in.
People don't take the whole inventory of themselves, so they don't know what they're fully bringing to the table or what it is that you see in them. Well, I don't even know what you see in me. Well, I'm telling you what I see in you. Take my word for it. Let me love you or get the hell on.
exactly, and that's exactly what I was gonna say. Because sometimes people don't even realize. They don't even see it in themselves, so they're so surprised that you see something in them.
That's good.
And then they're just like, well, why you want to be? It don't matter. I want to. This is what I want.
That sounds like a movie.
Right? Let me start right.
That's gotta produce.
Oh, Lord.
JM, get on.
I think so. I think this is good. Catrice, what you got, honey? Auntie. Auntie Boo Boo.
That shit adopted that name. Shout out to Ed. Copyright that.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
No, it's just, and then after that, like you have to assess it on yourself. Like if you keep making excuses, you have someone that's in your life saying, I accept you exactly, where you are or how you are in life. If that person keeps making excuses, you just have to understand that you can't force a person to even receive that type of love. That they're not ready for your type of love, and it's okay.
Somebody
that doesn't
told me
make you
that.
a bad person.
I'm not used to this type of love. I've never had people to show me how much they get. Well, baby, get used to it because you should want that. It's certain things you should want.
Exactly.
But that is true. However, sometimes you really just don't be. You're not ready. You're not ready at that point. So then when they come in and they're showing you something that you
She wasn't ready.
You still not ready. You're not gonna be ready next week, next year.
Dang.
She ain't ready.
I mean, it's about truth. It's about telling the
Sometimes
truth and being honest.
You just don't be ready, and then you hope, and you're sitting there, and you're like, okay, I'm hoping I'm not missing out on something.
These are good right here.
Okay.
Shay says, watch and research actions override words.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay? Stop telling me what you're going to do or who you are and show me. Show me. Share with me. What else we got,
Make
Faith?
sure your shades off though.
Let me see your eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
People are searching for accomplishments instead of love.
True.
That's true.
I want to accomplish.
Yeah,
I but want to be in a relationship.
Yeah, but they're also
That's
a
what
certain
But I can agree with that, but I
Man,
can
I
disagree.
thought I was talking.
Hold on, here what?
My bad.
We're gonna let Antoine
My
talk.
bad.
I'm off the mic.
No.
One more, y'all. Degrees don't always equal money.
That's true. It took me
Not
a
at all,
long
because
time
you can have
to
three
get
of them and can't even get no job. Can't
For
even get no
real.
job. What?
Especially with that felony.
So look, let's talk about expectations. What do you expect as you date, mate, and relate? What are your expectations?
People should be real about their expectations because there are several people out there, men and women, that both have delusions of grandeur.
What do you mean?
Delusions of grandeur means you're expecting. But let me do the simple version. Expecting things out of a person that you are not willing to give yourself.
Ding, ding, ding,
Oh,
ding,
I
ding.
like it.
That's a simple one.
That is. Okay,
One more time.
so that's an expectation.
Expecting things out of a person that you are not willing to give yourself.
Getting it
It's on the
again.
other side, Faith. That's an expectation that's not fair.
What's
So,
going on
okay,
with her?
fair expectations then. An expectation for me is that we communicate on a daily basis. Like a lot of times we get confused about people overstepping their boundaries by wanting to know where you are and what you're doing. In today's society, it's not that I just want to know where you are and what you're doing because I think you're doing somebody else. It's because you could be in your trunk or you could be stranded these things are happening. So like, yeah, check in, communicate. That's one expectation.
Another expectation for me is just don't rely on the verbal commitment, because the verbal commitment makes a lot of people feel like they don't have to do anything else, and they can hold you accountable forever. 20 years from now, well, you remember you committed, but you ain't did nothing for those 20 years to compel me to want to be with you. So my expectation is instead of just saying let's verbally commit, let's wake up every single morning and commit that we're going to do things that compel each other to want to be around each other.
I like that.
Yeah, and let me say something real quick.
Some people will say that that's too much work.
Is it too much work, or is it just work all together and I don't feel like, okay, so that's the difference. It's work that you don't feel like doing.
But when
It
you
ain't got
think
nothing
about
to do with too much.
how work is beneficial, when you go to work every day, you go because you're getting paid. You're getting a check and you're happy about that money you get. When you're in a relationship and you put in work, you're looking at how that support is there, how that friendship is there, how all of the things that you desire are there because you put in that little work. It shouldn't be hard work if it's right work. You did.
You know what?
So you need to just go stand on the corner with a sign
Let me tell her real
It's
quick.
work.
Let me tell her. You would do it for the one.
for the right purpose.
So don't. It's too much work because the ones that's in your life right now, they not the one.
Don't be saying that on air.
I mean, you told us something different. We got a comment.
Ask for a boyfriend.
Oh, I got a boyfriend, all right. Listen to this. Instead of building with one another, most take from one another.
Right.
Have you all seen that happen? And I don't know about that. Well, I can't say it's not true. I haven't really seen that. Instead of building with one another, most people take from one another.
Yeah, people take every day.
Also, we have issues with roles. What a man is supposed to do and what a female is supposed to do. I don't have to cook nothing and I be at home all day long on social media, right? My dude go to work every day and he has to cook. Well, that's because my role in the house is to wash the clothes, fold them, and make sure the kids keep the house clean. Okay? So everybody.
Oh,
got
you
a
make
role.
sure the kids keep that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we all got a role. I got my duty too. We all got a role. So his job is I'm gonna cook.
Okay.
Okay, so people be looking crazy, like how he be at work all day, but he'll come home and cook because that's the role he chose in the house.
So he chose it.
No, they look crazy. No, they look crazy because that's not the traditional role.
Right,
That's why
not.
they look crazy.
Right.
But that is the role. If that's the role he's accepted, that's good.
Let me take just a second because somebody may have just turned the radio on. You're listening to Vital on 95.7 Jams. It's lit because we're talking about relationships, dating, mating, and relating every third Sunday. These are the conversations that anybody can jump into because every human being wants to date, mate, and relate with somebody. And it's about understanding. And y'all know I'm getting this counseling thing. I have to use it every opportunity I get because we need it. We need it so bad. And we have to have these conversations in order to understand why we can't date successfully. We got to talk about it.
But piggybacking off of what she was saying,
Jump on the back.
Sometimes people are so afraid of your life not looking similar to what theirs is. Or, what works for me in my life really may not work for what you got going on over there, and whatever your address is. You know what I'm saying? So I can't try and compare. Just because he come home and cook for you every night. I'm not finna come home and cook after I've been at work every day.
Yeah, we gotta
I
go
may
get
bring
some
steak out, or I may bring a meal home, but I'm not finna get in there and cook every day. You know what I'm saying?
That's why they're relationships where they have those understandings. Stud, you go after her. Go ahead,
I
Katrina.
was just saying we shouldn't be looking to the left or to the right on what each person's relationship roles are, how they do things. I respect that. If that's what works in your home,
Absolutely.
that's what you go with. You don't worry about what everybody else is doing. So that's, for one, you need to be on one accord with the person you're in the relationship with.
Right.
And what everyone else says outside of that relationship is irrelevant.
Dating, mating, and relating should only be between two people,
Exactly.
not two people and an audience.
And they family.
Like what did people do before there were smartphones and social
My
media and all
goodness.
this type stuff? Like keep people like people will put stuff on social media, they get mad when somebody makes the wrong comment that they don't like. But you put it out there for for the world to see basically.
So, quick question. I'm sorry. Since we're talking about this stuff, is it bad if you have a problem in your relationship to talk about it with your friends? Like to say, okay, what's your opinion? Like, why do a lot of people say, it should be between
Just
two
always
people?
say asking for a friend like they do
But
on
you know-
social media.
but
You
so
know your
if-
friends though, Aunt. You know your friends.
You know which
You know
ones
which one
and
you can
can't
listen to and which one you can't.
That's true. That's true.
Me and you, man.
All right, well, we don't.
So the value of having people that you can communicate with about your issues is important. Being able to get it out. One thing about it, you can come talk on the radio and they don't know who you talking about. It could be a show topic, right? This is real life for everybody. So like to come and just say, well, look, this is where I am tonight at 9 p.m. on Sunday. I'm talking about my relationship. And that's bold. And then whoever's affected by it, they know your truth at that point. And then whoever has a concern, they can just on, wherever they want to. But you came on the radio and did it. So you got a lot of people listening and a lot of people that can relate, which is why we do it. That's dating, mating, and relating in a nutshell. Can't it what?
She's like, what, Kenny? What's wrong? Hey, but look, check it out. Think about it back when we used to watch cartoons. When Cupid used to shoot you with the arrow, how many people, you didn't jump in front of the arrow. You were running from it, or you were going about your business and you got hit unexpectedly. Nowadays, that a lot of relationships don't work is because everybody want to be in the driver's seat of trying to make it happen instead of trusting whatever process that happens, right? A lot of us stumble on each other, unconsciously, not even focusing. But then all of a sudden, when it's time for the relationship, you want to get to the driver's seat. You did not make it happen from the beginning, so you are not going to be the one that keep it going. You got to make sure you just follow the process. People didn't jump in front of the arrow. They were running from it, or they weren't paying attention to it. That's what I'm saying.
I think when we're talking about standards, you have to ask yourself: are these the standards and expectations that I set for myself, or is this what Mama, Daddy, Grandma, and whatever told me I should be doing? Right. Because a lot of times we try to dictate how our relationship should flow based on our parents' expectations and what they want for us and how they think we should be playing out our lives, as opposed to saying, okay, that's good that Mama and Daddy, it's some things that I can pull from them to take into as far as expectations for a relationship, but at the same time, I have to kind of come with my own thing. And I think a lot of times we take on a lot of what our family says about relationships as opposed to what we have to say about it.
So I had a great example, and I said that on the anniversary. I had a great example. I still have a great example of what, in my opinion, a marriage should look like. Although my parents did not say to me, this is what you get, this is what you need to go looking for. They never said that. They know that they set great examples for me. So therefore I go out and say, well, this is not really normal. I see my daddy open the car door for my mama sometimes. Damn, maybe not every time, but sometimes. Exactly. He tells her she looks nice most of the time. Maybe not every day, but a lot of times. He makes her feel special, and I see that. So these are things that I've seen. So therefore, it's in my mind that, well, I should be able to go out and get that from somewhere. Somebody should bring that to me. And nowadays, with this data mating and relating that we're doing, it's really hard to come by, which is really devastating. And you wonder, you think about the examples that you've seen. And some people's parents do say, no, he ain't good for you. My parents have almost never said that because it's one of those things where you have to learn. Your parents don't know what you share with that person. So they've never done that. And I think it's just because of who they are as people. Some folk parents mess up good relationships. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They mess up good relationships because they don't really know what the people share. But then again, you don't want anybody to feel like that you're trying to live up to your parents' standards. This is our relationship. We're doing this. Let's do this. Don't worry about them. Let us do this. You got to be comfortable with this. You see? All right, y'all can share.
Right.
Feel free.
And just going before me, like for my standards is I want you to be my biggest fan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be your biggest fan.
What the thing is?
I promise you, like if it's anything that you want to do, I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it, what I don't like about it, or what I feel like. But at the end of the day, if I wake up and say I want to go to the moon, I don't need you to understand that I want to go to the moon. I just want you to say, all right, baby, we finna go to the moon.
Let's go.
We finna ride tomorrow night, or we finna go to, like, I don't need you to understand my dreams sometimes.
That takes
everything.
trust.
It does, but I mean, at the end of the day, I want you to believe in me. I want you to look at me and say, you can do this. You can do this.
And not only you can do it, but I'm gonna be here with you to watch you and help you do it.
Exactly, and to help you do it.
That's what it's about.
And true enough, however, it's true enough that, you know what I'm saying, true enough there are times that happens, but you still will be like, okay, I don't know if I need to walk into this right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to say that has not happened or that. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you still be like, I don't know.
I guess for me, I need you to have a plan B too. Like you can say, like, I don't need you just to be like blindly saying, if I say I want to go to the moon, I need you to say, all right, babe, we finna go to the moon. Cool, that's what's up. Babe, how we gonna get there? Like, what's your plan? I want you
so
to.
You want that?
I want you to challenge me on that, and I may get frustrated, but it's in the long run that's gonna be better for me because if I can explain it to you, I can explain it to anybody. Like I can break it down, and I can be able to share that vision. And like I say, you may not agree with me, but you'll roll with me. But like I say, I had that plan B, so when I be like, hey, I messed up. I know you said I should have did this, but okay, baby, it's cool. I kind of figured it was gonna happen this way. All right, so this is what we gonna do. So that's where the partnership and the team building comes in, because it's everybody being involved and not just what I say and what I think.
And then to piggyback off of that real quick, every evening when we get home, we talk about our day. How was your day? We sit down at the table, talk about our day, have a drink. And then every month or two, I ask him, sometimes every 3 months, are you still happy? Is there anything else I need to do better?
Constant.
Look, let me tell you this. Communication is key. Lack of communication will end any type of friendship, relationship, period. If I can't tell you, hey baby, this bothering me. If I can't tell you that on a daily basis without it being a nagging, you nagging today. Well, if I gotta come to you every 3 months and say, hey baby, this pissing me off, and it's a whole mountain full of stuff, then that's your fault, because I'm trying to tell you.
Right.
But if you nagging every day, that means that really and truly you're just unhappy in that relationship.
It's not even.
And you just
It
want
unnecessarily
to pick a fight or argue or find some reason to nag every day. There's a difference.
No, it doesn't necessarily have to be. It may be nagging to you, but to me, I want to go ahead and solve this issue. I don't want to go to bed. I don't want it to be 30 days into it. Or 60 days into my issue, and you telling me to explain. Give me an example of what happened 2 months ago. I can't tell you.
But see,
all thing I can do is tell you I'm pissed off and it's an issue.
I think you need to pick and choose your nags. Like you don't have to nag about every little. Ooh, the chicken too cold. You ain't take the chicken out at 7. You took it out at 7:15.
Maybe she should get a nag bag. However, there are things that we could all learn from each other when it comes to relationships. Amy, that was some good information to share with people that want to maintain healthy relationships. Communicate.
You gotta communicate.
Said it best.
They might not like. He might say, "Baby, you gained a little weight.
Help me lose it.
Some weight.
Well, what you doing to help me lose it?
That's good. Help me.
There are a lot of people out there that are on the dating scene, and we have to be, what I say, unconditionally accepting of it. That they don't want or need none of that.
What do you like? What do
but
you?
I'm just keeping it real. We date and run into people that really don't want or need any of that, but yet and still that's what we bring to the table, right? And when it don't get reciprocated, we at the point where we feel like, you know what, whatever. No. You brought to the table that which was not, may have been appreciated, but not valued.
All right, Kenny, I got to cut you off just to say this so we can start wrapping up. If you came to the table with something and you saw it, and I laid it out there in the beginning, and you saw what it was and you knew what my intentions were, if it was too much when we were sitting at the table that day, you should have gotten up and walked the hell off.
Yeah.
You missed my point.
I don't care if that was your point. That was my point. I cut you off. No, I did.
But it's the wrong thing.
But absolutely, I cut you off so that we can get to the end of the show to make that point. If in the beginning your intentions are not pure, leave. Do not waste people's time. That's all I'm saying. If you get into something and it's a weekend and you say, okay, well, you're going hard. I like that. It's good at that point. But then a month in, you're going harder and you don't like it. Say, look, this is not really what I'm trying to do. Don't drag it out. Don't be with somebody for 4 and 5 years having them thinking that they're doing what it takes to keep you, just don't waste time. Life is too short to waste people's time.
It is.
Stop doing that. Stop doing it. And when you have somebody who you're spending time with that's valuable to you, know that and hold on to them. Like, don't be stupid. You hear me?
Okay,
you hear me? Okay. Take the note and stick to it. What that is? The only thing I regret about my life is allowing people in it that have wasted my damn time. That's valuable. And on that note, we're going to go. Every third Sunday on Vital, dating, mating, and relating. Y'all can hang around for about 10 minutes on the Facebook Live feed. We may give you a little bit. We may not. But every third Sunday, you can come back to these conversations. Every Sunday at 9, you can come back for conversations about everything. Hopefully, we've encouraged you or empowered you to reevaluate. Take some self-inventory and see where you are when it comes to dating, mating, and relating. Y'all good?
Yerp.
Who is that?
Brandon.
Oh, he said to love Aunt. Good night.
I guess I nagged.
On the Alabama, and lacing you with that key information.